Okay, so we got this new creator that I was noticing a little while ago, and I saw maybe probably 10 of their videos privately, mostly short test videos like this one and so forth. And I've been seeing improvement from the older ones to the newer ones, and most of them have been deleted. So I guess this creator decided that their early stuff that was mostly test stuff was for deletion, and they just want to put their best foot forward or something like that. That's what I'm guessing. But I definitely did see some big improvements from the earliest rougher stuff and then going more towards the present. Definitely saw big improvements. So I have high hopes for them, and I've got 3 things here that I've never seen before. AI animated music videos. So this one, Pray for Steel, this one, Reflections, and this one, the Rustbowl Rally. So I'm going to try to get all 3 of these today. So yeah, and this is a Skyebrows inspired creator. Yes, I remember reading in the descriptions of the other videos stuff about Skyebrows and the Skyebrows community. So let's go in for the first one, Pray for Steel. Okay, so we're looking at Pray for Steel, and okay, so it's about enlightenment and violence. And okay, so I think that this one is a totally original story and doesn't have anything to do with the Skyebrows community or VTuber cameos or anything like that, because I'm not seeing anything like that in the description. So this is, let's see, how do I pronounce that? Korgamiai. I'm thinking it's probably pronounced Korgamiai and then AI at the end there because he's an AI creator, probably that. So I'm just going to call him Korgamiai, and makes me think of a corgi dog. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. So let's look at this story that appears to be all his original characters. And just pausing at the very beginning here, we can see a lot of detail. Like, look at this incredible background, the cherry blossoms. Look at the trees that are almost a bonsai type of tree growing on the rocks here. I don't know if they were made that way or if they are natural. Probably, you know, because they're near this temple or whatever, this monastery, probably they were carefully trimmed and twisted into these conditions. And then see, they're praying. These guys are praying, and he's praying too, but he has a really tough expression on his face, and he's got a sword, and if you look closely, most of the others have weapons too. This guy doesn't appear to have any weapon. So yeah, it's a Pray for Steel, and yeah, it seems to be true to the title even from the very first frame. So let's rewind it a bit, and oh yeah, let's put on closed captioning. Okay, good. Okay, and I don't know if this will be in Japanese or in English or what, but I guess we'll find out. Let's go. Okay, I like that the musical sound, very calm and everything. And then I'm trying to determine, I think this character is a woman here. So she's a woman who's also at the monastery and praying, and see, she also has a weapon. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, and then we've got a monster character. This guy is definitely not human. He looks kind of like that first guy. Did the first guy transform into this? Or is this a separate guy altogether? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, and then now we've got a child. Yeah, so we saw the various monks, and most of them have the shaved heads, but it looks like some characters don't have shaved heads. So maybe they're not like full members; they're just visiting, or they're apprentices or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, so this is a child here, and then this guy is obviously a male, but he also doesn't have the shaved head. So I'm wondering why some characters have shaved heads and some don't. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so it looks like most of these are just similar scenes, and these guys also have weapons. Excuse me, these guys also have weapons, but they're a lot more muscular. So I'm wondering if maybe all of these were made with like the same prompt, but just altered a little bit. And then we've got this easy listening music. And I wonder if that's what we're going to see for the rest of it. I was thinking there was going to be more of a story here, but maybe the story will unfold as we go on. Let's keep watching. Okay, and then we've got, here's the woman again. I think that was the same woman as before. Yeah, so a lot of the scenes are quite similar. Yeah, so I think maybe this is more of an experimental piece again. Let's keep going. And I'm noticing some AI errors with the falling cherry blossoms in the foreground. Like some of them are disappearing into her knee or into her hair or things like that. So yeah, if there was a way to add like cherry blossom falling, not cherry petal falling effects that sort of like came across the screen that weren't AI, maybe then it would be easier for them to not, disappear like that, because that looks a little bit weird. Okay, and then we got this guy again from the beginning. Yeah, I think that's the same guy there. Let's keep going. Okay, so I'm wondering was she the child that was in one of these scenes over here at 50 seconds? Was she that child, and then the scenes of her as a woman are her grown up, or is that a different character? I'm not quite clear on that. But yeah, I'm wondering if these are like scenes of prayer that take place over years, and it's often different people in the prayer. So maybe this is like a history of this monastery, and it's like saying, okay, this is what happened over the course of years. People came to pray, and the monks were trained with weapons because it's a place that often saw war or something like that, so they had to be ready to defend their home. So maybe something like that. Yeah, and then I think this guy is a different guy again. But yeah, so we're seeing the weird guy that kind of looks like he might be a monster, and then we're seeing the woman and sometimes the child, and it's kind of alternating, but they're always praying with various other people in the background, and they're the foreground characters. So it's telling a story about this woman and the guy that might be a monster, but I'm not quite sure what story it is telling. But it is beautiful background, you know, just gorgeous. Yeah, the falling cherry blossoms in this scene look a lot better. Yeah, the petals falling down look a lot better than in the other scene. So if there was a different technique that was used in this scene, it was a good technique. Okay, and uh, Korgamiai AI. Yeah, it's the logo of this creator, I think. Yeah, I didn't see this in their previous videos that I watched. Maybe this is a new logo. Okay, so that was cool. I did expect more of a story, but it's very nice, like very calming and soothing background music. Yeah, and I sort of, since they were all, you know, or nearly all carrying weapons, I was expecting some kind of fight to either be shown or at least, you know, alluded to, like, oh, this fight happened in the past or something. But it did not occur. So let's look at the next one called Reflections. Okay, so let's go in here. Okay, so once again, starts out on a stunning frame. And look at this. I'm trying to see if there's any AI errors. Maybe with these three birds here a little bit, but I can't really tell. But look at this one, and this one. All look perfectly formed. They don't like have two heads or their head on backwards or anything like that. That's good. Oh, there's this thing here that seems to be just floating in the air. Is that like a piece of his staff? Yeah, that's an error. But other than that, look, it just, it's a perfect still frame here and very beautiful. Okay, so let's look at the description. And then he's got a link to this video. Yeah, when I hover over it is, so a link to this video in this video. I'm not sure why that was done. Yeah, if people click on that link, they'll just be brought right back to this video, right? Let's try clicking on it. Yeah, it just brings them right back to this video. So I don't know why that is a clickable link there. And it says, Good Morning Vietnam. Okay, so this is set in Vietnam and possibly has something to do with the movie Good Morning Vietnam. I think I saw like part of that, like, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. I don't think I ever saw the full thing. Okay, so let's rewind and let's go. Yeah, there's this thing here that's just floating in the air. So unless this is supposed to be something magic, it's a weird AI error. Okay, and then this is beautiful here. Look at this. Yeah, very beautiful. Okay, and then I'm wondering. Okay, so we were seeing the guys waiting in the rice paddies probably, and then the old woman smoking. And then we've got the young woman and a cat, and I noticed the animation style changed. There wasn't much movement in the former pictures, and they were very detailed. I'm wondering if maybe the animation style changed so that more detailed work could be done. Yeah, I usually don't like it when the animation style changes. Let's keep going. now it's an old man smoking instead of the old woman. And this is the one from the thumbnail, I think. Okay, and I think this is the same woman that we just saw with the cat, but in a different animation style. Yeah, her clothing is slightly different. It's the same design, but different colors. Yeah, and she's in a different animation style. Yeah, I think that I've seen animation styles change in a video and have it work. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to do, but you kind of like need a reason for it. And then old woman, well, not very old, more like middle-aged, and then a very old man, and I guess they're on the river fishing, it looks like. Oh, and then what's that? Oh, that's just the line where the water meets the shore. At first I thought it was an AI error or an editing error, but yeah, that's just the edge of the river or the lake as it meets the shore. Okay, and then we're back to her dancing, but she's got more, she's got another color change for her costume, but it's mostly the same costume other than the color. Yeah, I think these are like a lot of AI animation tests that are sort of put together. I'm not sure if they're actually telling a coherent story. The last one told a little bit of a coherent story. It's like these people are at the monastery, they pray, they have weapons, they don't actually fight, at least not that we see. But this one, I'm not sure why it keeps going back and forth between the various scenes. Maybe it'll show us pretty soon. Oh, but I really love the wind in her hair effect, and I love these glowing earrings. That is really beautiful. Is this like, is she like someone who's going to get married to this guy and she'll age into this woman? Is that what it's showing us? Like, is this her in the future as, middle-aged or beginning to get old and with this guy? I'm not sure. I really like this scene, but I couldn't help but notice that this dragonfly was distorting as it was flying around, but everything else looks almost perfect. Oh, this scene. This is like worthy of an anime. Look at this. Very beautiful. She's riding her bike up to this house here. Yeah, this is a gorgeous scene, and it looks good. The movement is good. So is the woman on the bike the same as this woman? It's hard to tell. And this is either a different old man than the one back here that was shown on the thumbnail, or, well, it could be him when he's younger, because his hair isn't totally white like the other guy, but it's probably a different guy, so I'm not sure what storyline is going on here. is she a new woman? Her face looks different. Well, not really different, but somewhat different. I think she's probably a different character, or they changed animation styles again. I'm not sure. Okay, and then this here is the channel owner, their avatar picture, their profile picture. So I guess this is the character they use to represent themselves, which I haven't seen in either of these videos yet. Okay, let's watch to the end. And then the logo again. Yeah, I really liked that old guy at the end in the rice paddy. And then we got Korgamiai. Yeah, it's hard to tell that this is a K right here. And this is an O and that's an R. But the rest of these letters, I can see Gammy pretty well. And then I can see the AI here. Yeah, you know, I really like it when creators have a logo that they've made for themselves. Okay, let's give it a... no one else has given it a thumbs up. It's had 34 views and not a single thumbs up. Okay, let's go back here. And yeah, that was... it was pleasing. It was relaxing. I was kind of expecting a little bit more. And I couldn't tell if there was like a storyline or not. I was confused about that. Okay, so let's go to this one, the Rustbowl Rally. Looks like we got some kind of skull robot with a rat, or no, that's a cat, in a rolling cart. Looks like an interesting image to start out on. Let's go in. Okay, so this is the Rustbowl Rally, and let's see what the description says. Rustbowl Rally. Okay, so there's not really any other information there. Okay, let's go, and here we go. Okay, so we've got, are these all the same robot? I think not, because they each have a different word written on their chest. So I think they're probably different robots, but they could be, you know, different versions of the same robot, because they're all, you know, doing the same thing, which is pulling or pushing a gray and white cat in a rolling cart. I guess we'll figure out soon if they're all the same robot or if they're different robots. Okay, so, oh, and let's turn on closed captioning in case there's lyrics. I expected there to be lyrics in the others, but there wasn't. Okay, let's go. Oh, this is really atmospheric. Look, there's emotions on the robot's face, this skull robot. And then look at how high these shelves are. And then the sunlight coming in shafts here. And I'm not sure what this is. Is this a lot of dust or something? Yeah, but very atmospheric. I like the design. Okay, and then this one says Mako. Okay, so I guess if we see more than one of them in the same picture, then there probably are different robots. Yeah, I think the camera movements are good on these racing scenes, and the different clips are edited together well. but some of the movements of the characters are a little bit off, and that's like an AI error. But I think the camera movements and the editing that Korgamiai did to put these scenes together is good. Oh wow, that was a surprisingly long wagon. And then there's I-beams falling on them. That is that's amusing to see. And then the cat is getting larger and larger, or we're just focusing in on it so it looks large. Yeah, that's also amusing. Yeah, I like the way that the cat is so happy in this clip. Oh yes, there are more than one. Yeah, these are different robots. Facto, Mako, and another Facto. Yeah. Oh, are these just mere reflections of each other? No, they're not, because the cats look different. Okay, but there are 3 of them, so yeah, it is a race. So until this point, we didn't see more than one in the same shot. And I wanted to comment on the music. The other music was sort of like, relaxing background music, but this is more exciting music, and I definitely like this more. It's going through the robots having trouble with the wheels coming off. Just fell right through the road. Okay. Yeah, that was a little bit disturbing there. What was that? Did that bus just materialize out of nowhere? Let's look at that again. Yeah, that was very weird looking. That looks like an error to me, but I can't quite tell what happened. It was so fast. Oh wait, there's cats with completely different animation styles in the same rolling cart. Yeah, look at this. Look at how jarring this looks to see this cat right next to this cat. Yeah, that doesn't work very well. Oh, and we see one that's white instead of gray and white, or all gray. I think that's the first one we've seen. Okay, so that one was the winning robot and cat team. Okay. Yeah, that's a really cool picture there. Okay, let's keep going. And then the logo again. And then we just have a long black space at the end. Yeah, that doesn't work very well to have a long backspace. Well, actually, probably having a long black space at the end so that you can show these things without covering up your animation. Yeah, I use the hide button to hide them, but that's probably why that was there. Yeah, usually that doesn't work very well though, but yeah. Yep. Okay. So yeah, this one I think was, I'm trying to think of which one of the three I liked best. This one was the best in some ways, but I think for all of them, I had a lot of trouble figuring out who the different characters were, what their relationship was to each other, and what they were doing, and what the storyline was. So yeah, definitely I'm continuing to see improvement in Korgami AI. Yes, definitely continuing to see improvement in this character and in this channel, I mean. And the I think what's really good here is the character design, the set design, the editing, and sort of the direction is pretty good. The music is just kind of average for the most part. If like more exciting music could be matched to these exact same animations, that would help the appeal a lot. Another thing is that, yeah, if you're going to have something that looks like it's story based, maybe have the story be a little bit more understandable from watching it, so that we're not wondering, like, like, is the child character here, does she grow up into the woman, or or in this one wondering if the various women are the same woman, and in this one wondering, like, is this like some sort of official race, and how many robots and cats are involved in it, or is it just one that's being generated in a lot of various generations? Yeah, so I definitely still see room for improvement, but I saw things that I really liked in each one of these three videos. I saw stuff that I really liked. Okay, so that is, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Korgami AI, represented by this character, or possibly this panther. I'm not sure which. So maybe represented by this panther. Okay, that was a reaction.